Founded more than 40 years ago, the company relocated its sole production facility to Gainesville, Hall County from California in 2008. The company is a leading producer of American-made physical education flooring, mats, counter mats, and the company is the world's largest manufacturer of bar mats. That's quite a diverse product group, from the playground to the bar. Please welcome Greg Hours, president and owner of Poly Enterprises. And while Greg's making his way, the company has grown by adding at least 25 new customers each year, and to meet demand, the company has increased productivity by investing in its equipment and its people. On-site training is available, and the entire leadership team attends continuing education classes in their field. A winner of the 2013 Industry Safety Recognition Award, Poly Enterprises has had only 2 minor lost time accidents since 2008 and none since 2012. The company's commitment to people extends to an apprenticeship program and a mentoring program with East Hall High School, its partner in education. Congratulations, Greg.
Well, on behalf of all of us at Poly Enterprises, wow, it's pretty cool. And we're not in business to win awards. Obviously, we don't do what we do, but a tremendous recognition for our people who are in the trenches, who are truly committed and are committed to winning and drive the success that we've had. This is such a big deal to us because of our journey. My partners and I purchased Poly Enterprises in 2003 in Los Angeles. They live in Los Angeles. I've lived in Beaufort for 20 years. And when they contacted me to be part of the buying group and run the company, I'm excited, I'm all in, but guys, we got to move this thing to the south within 2 years. And they were totally on board with that. It made sense in every facet. So I jumped in, and in the first year, through process improvement and aggressive marketing, we doubled the size of the company. And so my time was dominated by keeping up with demand, customer demands, capacity issues, and so unfortunately 2 years turned into 5 years. So I built an apartment in our warehouse. I would get on a plane on Monday and I would fly home on Fridays, and I did that for 5 years. And I never could have done it without the support of my lovely wife. So finally, in 2008, we were in a position where we could move. So I had 3 towns picked out, 3 cities picked out: Greenville, South Carolina, Gainesville, and Knoxville, Tennessee. And I have a tie at all 3, so all 3 of them made a little bit of sense. But it became evident early on in the process with working with Tim and Kit and Shelley and the chamber, which, if I can quote Brian Rochester, the greatest chamber in the galaxy, in that, right? It became very evident to me early on that I wanted to be part of the Hall County Gainesville business environment. So with that, we took possession of our facility over on Palmore Drive, where we are now, September the 1st of 2008. Hired our first round of people October 1st, made our first product October 15th, and December 20th of that year shut LA down. And we had 45 people that were employed there at the time, and we only invited 1 to make the trip. And fortunately for us, he made the trip, and he's still making the trip. He's a tremendous asset to us, and he now lives in Powder Branch, and he's here. And most business people would say, well, geez, what a kiss of death. You take a 34-year-old company at the time that's growing, and you move it 3,000 miles away, and yet you're going to start completely over. Nobody would recommend that. I took it just the opposite. I thought this was the ideal opportunity to develop our culture, our expectation level, not only the culture within Poly Enterprises, but also the production levels. What we made in California in a week, we now make in a day. And you can't do that without people, obviously, and another reason why we decided to move here. A number of years ago, I formed a leadership group called the Dirty Dozen, and now we have 14, so I may need to change the name, but we're fortunate enough to have 9 of those. We had to leave a couple back to run the business today, but we have 9 of those here, and I'd like them to stand real briefly, just real quick, just to be recognized of our leadership. They're the ones responsible for double-digit growth in sales every year since 2003, with the exception of 2009. My dad always used to tell me, son, most companies focus on taking care of the customers. He said, take care of your people and they'll take care of the customers. And that's what these people did. So thank you on behalf of all of us. To win something like this in a group like this, in an area like this, just a tremendous honor. So thank you very much.